Welcome to the first edition of the 2023 Woody Show.
Yay! Now, the eagle-eyed among you will notice that it's a bit different tonight. We don't have all the magic going on. There's no background, and me and Mickey aren't sitting floating above Steve like two sort of demigods looking down on him, or angels looking down on him. We'll get into that later, because Steve's not around at the moment. He's all right, but he's just not with us tonight, and I've had to learn how to do all this magic, and this is as far as I can get in the short space of time I allowed myself to do this, like downloading the software and everything. Anyway, so hello from me and Mickey. How are you?
Yeah, good. Yeah. Been nice, restful couple of weeks, to be honest with you.
Do I see a new chair?
You do see a new chair, courtesy of Father Christmas, and my beautiful wife. Yes.
Oh, excellent! Lovely.
Oh, nearly fall over.
I'm impressed. That looks really comfy.
It is actually, yeah. It's got a shorter back than the one I had before, but that's what I wanted, was a shorter back rather than up above my head.
Yeah. Rather than feel like you're sitting in an F1 car or something.
Yeah.
I just noticed that because there was this little bit of red poking out the back.
And also, my daughter bought me, and it's a cool little thing, really, is this.
Ooh.
It's a USB hot plate to put my cup of tea on.
Oh, that's fabulous. So you can actually keep your tea warm next to your computer.
Yeah, it doesn't keep it hot, but it keeps it warm. And it's pressure activated. So when you put your cup on, it turns on. When you lift your cup, it turns off. It's a fantastic little thing.
That's brilliant.
And also a new mug.
Granddad's little shits.
Yeah, got the names of a My son got me that. It's got the grandkids' names on. I must admit, the grandkids were not amused.
One of my best presents was this. Because...
Oh, a waffle maker.
Yeah, and I don't want it for sweet waffles. I want to make savoury waffles, like potato, onion and thyme and things like that. Because obviously, the ones that you get in, like the actual... what are they called? The waffles in the frozen section, that's it.
Yeah, waffles.
Yeah, waffles. But the frozen waffles, that's it. The
bird's eye potato
waffles, a waffly, versatile. Yeah,
that's the one.
Those ones, they've actually been sort of dipped in oil, and I think some of them have a sort of batter around them, which is great, and they're lovely. But they're not very good if you're trying to cut calories and eat more healthily. But also the other thing is what you can do is, and I can't remember what they're called now. There's a word for them, like a made up silly word. But you mix egg with cheese and stuff, and so like a sort of omelette mix, and then you put it in that, and they become just something different. So you've got like the crispiness, and then you've got the flavours, and so it's just something different to eat. So
mashed potato and carrot.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Mashed potato and carrot, because I have...
Or Sweden mash,
because I
put it in and...
Yeah, I eat the ready-made ones. The ready-made root veg mash that you can get.
Yeah.
I eat those. I've just realised wasn't looking at... There we go. Didn't have Twitch up in case people were talking to us, which, hey, look.
No, nobody wants to talk to us tonight. Come on in and say hello. There's only two of us here tonight. Steve is otherwise occupied.
We shall tell the full story of that in a sec.
Yeah.
Well, the full, as far as we know, anyway. One of those might actually be Steve watching us from the ride home. Anyway.
Yeah. Oh, is he coming home? Is he?
Yeah, I'll tell you. I'll tell you about that.
The fucking bollocks.
So I get the ready-made root veg mash, and I don't have
Yeah.
a microwave. And what I do is I tip it out of the plastic tub onto baking paper on a tray, and I put it in the oven. And now I've got an air fryer. That's another good present that I got for Christmas.
Oh, they're absolutely fantastic. How are you getting on with it?
I haven't used it yet. I haven't even cracked it out of the box because I still had all the crap all over the kitchen sides from Christmas.
What Donna's famous for with ours is her omelettes. And she'll do it's a smoked sausage, cheese, and hash brown omelette.
Oh.
And that's done in the air fryer. And I've got a little fucking fly flying around it.
Oh God! It knew that you were streaming.
Yeah. Just looking at the other screen.
That sounds so good.
And they really are. And you just do them in your air fryer. Just take the little tray out the bottom. So yeah, they're really good.
Yeah. It's a tower one because I said it was one of my daughters got it for me because I'd said I wanted an air fryer, and I said I just want a small basic one. I don't want anything that sings or whistles or anything. I just want a base because I've never had one before, and I just want to start because if I get on with it and I like it, then obviously I could go for the more expensive stuff because I know my other daughter who didn't get me that, she has got, I think she's had 3 air fryers. She started with the basic one that I gave her, a Tefal, and then she had a bigger one because she was finding it really good, and now I think she's got a Ninja.
We've got a Ninja, but we've only got the small Ninja, the single basket one.
Yeah, I think
rather than the big double basket one.
Yeah, I think she's got the 2 because her partner bought it for her, and obviously he loves her cooking. So, but she does love her kitchen gadgets. She's one of these people that doesn't get offended if you buy a kitchen gadget. She loves it.
I got my Ninja for under £100, which I thought was cheap.
Ooh,
but the double ones are over 200 quid. So
yeah, that's very good. Yeah, no. So I got like I said, and also then I got some Premier Inn pillows, which I'd asked for because.
Yes, I remember you mentioning them. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, from sleeping in Premier Inn, what they do is you've got the soft ones, then you've got the more firm ones, and I found the firm ones were really good, and I thought, well. I normally like feather pillows, but these ones I was finding easier to sleep with. So I thought, right, okay, and they came with pillow protectors, so that was good. So I'm not using them yet. What I'm going to do is get some really good quality cotton pillowcases to put on them, so that it does them justice. Because
Egyptian cotton. That's what you want.
Yes, I love that. I used to live with a guy who at one point sold bedding, and he was always into his thread counts and everything like that. And the higher the thread count, and you can get brushed and everything. But definitely.
I miss the old Winceyette sheets. What are they, Winceyette or whatever they were called? Flannelette,
Flannelette, yeah. Because my brother had those. Yeah.
Well, because. My other half, she sweats like heck, you know.
Yeah.
And I'll get into bed and the sheet will be wet.
The
old flannelette would soak that up.
Is your other half Steve?
Oh dear. But yeah.
On the subject of Steve, now that we've got a few people in, we may as well tell the story.
Yeah, you know more than me.
Well, yeah. Well, so going right back, just before Christmas. He was Steve, the other guy who's normally here sitting below us. He was booked into hospital to have an operation to find out why he's getting so many pains in his side. Because the pains were in his side, but all the tests and the scans showed that it was one lung, and it was partially collapsed. And so they couldn't see on the scan because there was so much dead material, necrotized flesh or something. Yeah, lovely. So they needed to get in by keyhole to try and remove some of that, to have a look in the lung to see what they're trying to see in there. Why is this pain? So he goes into hospital just before Christmas, and he was supposed to stay in over Christmas, and he tests positive for COVID. And he's never had COVID before. He's immunocompromised and everything like that. And obviously, you know, the worry was that all for him was always that if he caught COVID, it would be the end of him. Anyway, they send him home. They send him antivirals. He's survived. He's fine. It, you know, in the grand scheme of things, he didn't have it that badly considering, you know, he's got cancer and everything. So they sent him home and they rebooked the operation for tomorrow. And so he's gone in today, and you know, all the tests that he was doing at home with the COVID tests that he was doing at home were all coming back negative. He tested today at the hospital; it's come back positive. And apparently, because I was looking on Mickey, it's on his Facebook thingy. I never get notifications that he's posted or anything. I have to physically go onto his profile to see if there's been any updates. And what's happened is that what they reckon is that the antivirals were skewing the LFTs that he was taking at home, and they were showing negative when he was actually still producing COVID, shedding COVID. But they reckon he's not. I think. Did I read that? They reckon he's not infectious, but obviously he's still got COVID in his system.
Mm-hmm.
So he's had to have an X-ray today on his lung to see what you know, if there's been any deterioration, and there has. His lung is now completely collapsed. What was the other thing? Oh yes, and he had to have an ECG and an echocardiogram on his heart because his blood pressure was low, but his heart was racing. And he was like, well, it's no wonder I'm in pain in this hospital. It's fucking hot. Anyway, they're sending him home because they wanted to put him in a side ward. A side room, not on the main ward. But they don't have any. And they can't risk him being on the actual main ward with other people. So he's being sent home today. He might be home now. He might be watching. He might be on his way home. However, he is going back tomorrow for the operation. They're not cancelling. Yeah. They're not cancelling it because there's been he is deteriorating, and they can't chance it continuing. So, mixed news. So that is the Steve update. So it's mixed news. He's still having the op, but he can't. He's had to go all the way home from central London to Kent, and he's got to go all the way back again tomorrow. So obviously we wish him all the best and all the luck and everything like that. I'm sure he'll be fine because he's strong as an ox, but obviously the more time that goes on, the more pain he's in, and the lack of sleep is just driving him mad. So hi everyone, Happy New Year everyone. It's our first stream of the new year, and unfortunately Steve can't be with us today, which he was hoping to be, because if he'd had the operation before Christmas he'd be here now complaining about how his wounds are itching or something, you know, and we miss it. Mickey, how was your New Year's Eve? So your Christmas was good, I guess?
Yeah. It was quiet. We just stayed in, to be fair. Yeah, just stayed in.
Yeah.
Celebrating with life. Watched the fireworks from London as usual. Absolutely fantastic display again this year.
Oh,
I can imagine you can see them from your place,
yeah,
can't you?
We've filmed them.
Yeah.
It's just on a mobile phone, so the distance and everything like that, and the weather conditions as well, because it was trying to rain. But Andy's camera, we did it on Andy's camera, and Andy's camera is way better than mine for lens and everything. So it's not BBC quality, but it's actually there's some quite good bits in there that we can make as nice stills and things. So yeah, I thought it was fantastic. There was some fireworks when it was like the fireworks were all individual stars raining. I know that's what normally happens, but normally you get like a boom and it comes out like a a spray or whatever. This was just like it was just like all these little stars coming down, and it's beautiful.
To answer your question, yes, he did used to drink and smoke, but he hasn't smoked since he was diagnosed with cancer several years ago, and I think he still has the occasional drink now.
Yeah, but I would never say
not. He doesn't go out and get pissed, shall we say that? He just has perhaps one or two beers.
Apart from the time he went out with Mark.
Well, yeah, I mean, the pair of them together, I mean, what do you expect?
Everybody does, or nearly everybody does that at some point. Like, you know, when you said that you go on holiday and you enjoy a bottle or two or whatever of wine and things, and everybody...
Well, I buy them by the carafe, and their carafe's a litre, and we must have at least 2 a night.
Yeah.
Between us.
Yeah. Yeah. Each.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a normal bottle of wine is $7.50, so that's three quarters of a carafe. So yeah, that's 1/2. So
it's a litre and a half.
Yeah.
Litre and a half of wine each is quite enough for me at my age. And then normally after that, I might have a brandy and coke or 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Depends
That's
how
what
I'm
I mean.
feeling.
So yeah, but
that's without the beers to keep cool during the day. I'm a bit of a pisshead when I go on holiday, Trace.
There you go. So that's what I mean. Everybody has their times that they really enjoy. Nearly everybody has the times that they enjoy a big blowout.
Yeah.
Some people do it more than others, but so I wouldn't say that Steve is a heavy drinker.
To be fair, I mean, we save up all year for that sort of 10 days away. So you know, if you're going to save up, you might as well enjoy it. You know.
Yeah.
We take enough that we'd have to worry about what we're spending. People who go on holiday and worry about the spending shouldn't be on holiday, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. No, exactly. That's why. I mean, I when I go on holiday, I love going to cafes and restaurants and stuff like that. And I mean, we go self-catering, so I usually do.
We've gone self-catering this year.
Yeah. I mean, I usually do the breakfast because I know that my breakfast that I do is going to be way better than going to a greasy spoon. But if I fancied a greasy spoon while I was away, I'm not going to deny myself it. So. Well,
the reason we're gone self-catering is because the breakfast we normally get in hotels over there in Greece is just like a continental. Like you got cheeses, you got meat, you've got toast, you got boiled eggs, and that's about it.
Yeah, no.
So 9 times out of 10, we end up eating out anyway.
Eris!
Hello, Eris. Hello, sweetheart.
How are you doing?
Trace is in London, and I'm on the East Coast.
Yeah.
We call it the arsehole of Britain where I live, because it's the bit that sticks out like a big bum.
Yeah.
And I'm right with a pimple on the bum. The furthest part east in the UK. So yeah, that's where I'm from. Or that's where I live. It's not where I'm from, but.
And Steve, who normally sits below us, even though he likes to say that he lives in London, he doesn't. Chislehurst is Kent to me.
It is Kent.
It's like Andy's actually from Bromley. Oh, that's not where he was born, but that's
Bromley's Kent.
He lived for a long time. And people say Bromley, South London. No, it bloody isn't. It's Kent. I know it's right on the edge. If you drive a little bit upwards, you're in Lewisham. But to my London head, it's Kent. Oh dear. And also, I mean, when you look at places like Bromley and Chislehurst and things, especially when you get out of the urbanised bits, it really doesn't feel like you're in London at all. Yeah, Best Pal!
Hello, Best Pal, my little Welsh buddy. What sort of shit have you been getting up to over Christmas? What trouble have you been getting yourself into?
I bet he loved New Year's Eve. Fireworks in his cheer that night.
Funny enough, I had a haircut today as well, Best Pal. They fucked mine up and look, it's all gone grey.
It's all gone.
Well, I did have a haircut today, yeah.
Yeah.
£9 at the Turkish barbers. Because I'm a pensioner, I've got pensioners' rates, look.
Yeah.
Got got a pensioner's fucking haircut as well because for that price. I'd rather pay full price and have done it properly.
You want pensioners' rates? You get pensioners' cut. Oh dear. Best Pal says I fucking walked out the shop. I said it was shit and went back to the Turkish barbers as well. So you had 2 haircuts. Best Pals had 2 haircuts.
Hey? Everything he does, he fucks up, doesn't he? Hey? Just shave it all off, Best Pal. Be a baldy like Steve. It's, you know.
That's just hilarious. I shaved my head once. It was I did it for a mental health charity, and raised. I think I raised a good couple of £100. It may well have been up to about 500. I can't remember now. Bad me. But anyway, I had relatively long hair. And
me and the wife don't go to bed at the same time. No. If that's what you're on about, Eris. No, she's just gone to bed now. I'll be up for 3 or 4 hours yet. So no.
Yeah. Yeah. So I had relatively long hair, and I think it was a few months before I had put some bleach through it because I did a 1980s party and we all bleached our hairs and stuff like that then. Anyway, it wasn't in particularly good condition compared to what it is now. And I just thought, I'm going to get it all cut off. And then I thought, no, hang on a minute. I'm going to shave my head for mental health charity. Because round about that time, or just before it, Britney Spears had a bit of a breakdown and shaved her head. And I thought, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that because mental health, mental illness is a subject that I've just, I've got a lot of experience of, unfortunately. So I did. So I raised some money and then I shaved my head to, I think it was a number 1. I didn't go completely bald, but I would have liked to, but then trying to get the razor on it and everything. So that was, I've still got the photo, so that was good. Best Pal says there's hairdressers next door, but the most fucked up thing is it's a hairdressers and dog groomer. Some women could get a haircut next to their dog getting trim as well. I like animals, but I wouldn't go. My favourite is cats, and I probably wouldn't go to a hairdresser's where they're trimming cats. So yeah, no. You've got to specialise in one thing or another, really. But I suppose they found their niche, haven't they? Oh, that was a sound that came out of you there, Mickey. Miss Mel says, I have long COVID, it's not good. And I'm finding, because I had COVID back in June, and I've noticed that my taste and smell are still a bit messed up. I keep smelling cigarette smoke, and nobody here smokes.
It's mine. You can smell it down the microphone.
That's what it is. You're blowing it my direction. But also things like I'll wake up in the morning after obviously not eating or drinking all night, and I have a taste in my mouth. Like yesterday, I woke up and I could taste coconut. It's like I'd been eating coconut. So when I actually had COVID, did you have taste and smell things when you had COVID?
No, not really. No. Like I said, when I had it, which was when I came back from Spain in June, it was just like having the flu for me, but with a fucking headache that I couldn't get rid of. But yeah.
Hey, Steve's here.
I got new socks and he's here. Hello, Woody playing. Yes, I got socks and pants as well. Yeah.
Yay! Look, first time chat.
Hello, mate.
Woody playing. How are you?
I don't know. Woody playing. I don't know who you are, but do you mind subscribing to the channel?
Oh, dear. Minxie got Mark's socks. Did they have any words on them, like left, right?
Well, the trainers. They're what you call running shoes, I think, Eris. You know, like your Adidas and your Reeboks and your things like that.
Is that better, Steve? Oh, Merry Christmas, Mickey. He's already started on you.
I don't care. Yeah.
Do you
And
know?
I'm glad she's quiet. That means I get a chance to get a word in edgeways.
Exactly. I deliberately turned my sound down because it was going up in the red at one point. Sorry, Minxie says they were quite posh socks. You know he likes his labels, and oh my god, I read that as you know he likes his labia. Jesus fucking Christ! Oh, oh, I know, Steve. I've told the story. When you see the video, when you see the VOD, right at the beginning, about sort of 5 or 10 minutes in, I give the whole big long story. And then since then, I've had to do it twice, and Mickey's done it once as well. So we have told everybody that you had to be sent home and everything. Yay! He subscribed.
Fuck me, he's done what he's told for once.
Oh dear. Yeah, your turn next, Steve. I was half expecting you to get home as quickly as possible, and then press all the buttons and send me a message saying, "It's all right, Trace, I've got it."
Best pal went to a rave in a bus stop.
You know, and he threw up on a bus stop, so what the fuck was he doing up there?
I think it was a rave for one, waiting for the 144 or something.
That'll be the fireworks. Yeah, you're not supposed to
Yeah,
eat the
he had
fireworks.
fireworks in each year, apparently, New Year's Eve.
And one up his
He was
nose.
letting fireworks off.
Oh.
Was it in this fucking bus shelter you were setting these fireworks off, or what?
Mark also went to a rave, but I don't believe he vomited. Oh, that's what I was going to say. You know, the socks that I said, did it say left or right? Now, you said that they're quite posh socks. Did they have a little pocket for his door key?
I'd show you the bottom of my socks, but I don't think you'd be able to read them.
Oh. No, Miss Mel says, my neighbours had huge fireworks. Oh, that was good. All right, up a bit. Ain't no joke, is that? I can't bloody see. Ain't no joke, I think it said. And that one says up a bit. Like a dad joke. Ain't no joke like a dad joke.
Ain't no joke like a dad joke.
Woo! Oh, excellent.
Oh, bloody hell.
Oh. That's a position that your wife's not got you in for a while.
Cool. You'd see why she goes to bed 3 hours earlier than me.
Yeah. I'm sure we've all seen the news about Jeremy Renner, who got run over by his own snowplow.
I saw a bit in passing, but I didn't actually read the article, to be fair, because I didn't know who the frickin' hell it was, so...
I vaguely recognised him from something, and I thought, oh, I recognise him, but apparently it nearly took one of his legs off.
Oh, dear.
Because I saw that this had happened, and I thought, oh, that sounds terrible, you know, run over by your own snowplow, and then you don't realise sort of how, you know, terrible this could be. But yeah, apparently it nearly took his leg off, and obviously he's had to have surgery to, you know, reattach everything. He looks beaten up enough in the face, but Jesus, he was so lucky, so lucky.
Mm.
I was run over by my own snowmobile, granted I was being a stunt master. Do you know what? Miss Mouse, I thought that was Best Pal that had written that. I was going to say, I'm not fucking surprised.
They should give him the kit and leave him in private to do it.
Yes.
So therefore, there can be no cross-contamination.
Yeah. And what I'm saying is she wouldn't need to have the mask off at all if he's doing the sticking, and then she just takes it straight off him and goes and does whatever needs to be done to it. Why she's okay talking to him and saying, you know, with the mask off, that's fine, but all the rest of it, put your mask on. Yeah, so you open it alone. Yeah,
that's what it should be. You know, but I mean, like I just said, you know, and Steve agrees that while she's then dipping it in solution, she can breathe on it. And don't forget that COVID is an airborne particle, and then moisture, isn't it? It's moisture. So that can get onto the swab, which has contaminated it when she puts it into the solution.
Yep.
Whether that is the solution, I don't know, but
Can do whatever, yeah.
but they can watch Minxie, but give him the thing, stand back and put a mask on and let Steve do the whole thing. I shove it up his nose, shove it up his arse, or wherever they want him to shove it, and then shove it in the bloody fluid himself.
Yeah.
And then squirt it onto the little thingy like you do. They can watch him do it. When I went for one at the COVID centre, that's what they did. They stood at the doorway with a mask on, sat me at the table, and walked me through. That's when you had to do the mouth and the nose one, the throat and the nose one. But they walked you through it. But she stayed away from me. She had a mask on, so there was no chance of any cross-contamination. If she's out with Steve in that room, she should be masked up and stood well back while he does the complete test.
Yeah. It's really bizarre.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
That's my little rant for the evening.
No,
that was quite a mild one.
It was very mild.
I'll put myself up to we're all three back, and then I'll have a good old go.
Yeah, it's early days. It's early doors of 2023 yet, so you've got to
plenty of
warm
time.
up to it. I was under the impression that when you went to the test sites, now obviously my impression has changed now, but back when there were test sites, I was under the impression that you would go along there and they would do the sticking it up your nose and everything for you, because this is what the media was showing. Then I had to go to one of these test sites and they just handed you it, told you what to do.
Yeah.
Like I think there was instructions on a
paper.
Laminate. Yeah, exactly.
They even had little mirrors in the room that I went, so you could see where you were shoving it.
That's it. Yeah, and Jesus Christ, I was all over the place. I was so loud and so embarrassing. The entire site could hear me and was looking at me like this. But I don't normally stick hard things against my tonsils. That's terrible, Tracy. Shut up.
No, but I could hear it the same thing from other rooms as well. There's about 4 rooms. It's like a porta cabin basically on a car park.
Yeah. Ours was it was almost like lots of forensic tents in a row.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
I definitely need new glasses because I thought Miss Mouse said we ride snowmobiles in the summer for muddy nuns.
Muddy nuns?
Yeah, it's up there. She says it's mud runs.
Runs.
Have
you got your right glasses on tonight?
That's what I mean. I definitely need new glasses. It's terrible today. And she also says I had to be tested before surgery. I wouldn't let them do it. Made a small scene and did it myself.
Exactly. They can watch. They can stand back and watch while they're masked up. There's no reason for them to do it.
Yeah. No.
You're right, Mousy. Muddy nuns would be rather fun.
Minxie says I find the nose part worse. I don't mind the nose part. It's doing the.
It makes my eyes water.
Huh?
It does make my eyes water when I shove it on my nose.
Yeah, it makes my eyes water, and I have a really good sneeze afterwards. But it's the sticking the hard stick into the tonsil area just.
But you have to use a cotton bud first up your nose just to get all the buggies out.
I can vomit over you now, Mickey.
The old big.
No.
Pull it out and it's sort of hanging there from the cotton bud.
Oh, well, no, stop. Steve says no. She said my arse. There we go. If they're testing your arse is obviously very infected with COVID, and this is what the issue is. At home, you're doing your nose. In the hospital, they're doing your arse. So your arse is extremely infectious. I dislike that you have to do the throat first too. Oh no, but the other way round is worse. The other way round is worse.
Your nose and then stick snot down your tonsil.
Fucking hell!
Oh dear.
Has he stopped? Oh, Steve says, I said said you're not supposed to stick the swab up there, he said, I know that's not a swab. China started testing asses, then switched to nose. Now they don't test. Can you imagine though, sticking it?
Well, actually,
sticking up your arse and then up your nose. But yes,
actually, they're easing their COVID restrictions in China, aren't they?
Oh, that was another thing that I scribbled down. Yes, because, and I'll add this in. You can carry on and say.
Are we not going to be testing them coming into this country as they come from China?
I think we are. But hang on a minute. I'll add this in, and then you can carry on. China is underrepresenting COVID deaths. The WHO warns.
I read the other day that China was easing their COVID or easing their travel restrictions, and several countries, I think we're included, are going to be testing people who try to come in the country from China.
Yeah.
The only downside I can see to that is what happens if they go, say, from China to somewhere like, I don't know, Thailand or whatever and then fly from Thailand to here. How are you going to check where that they came from China in the first place?
True. Yeah, true.
Australia's another one. Australia, America, Canada. I think a couple of the European countries are going to be testing. I think we're testing from about the 10th or something. I can't remember exactly.
Oh, right. So, yeah, let them all come in before that and then we'll start taking.
Pretty much. We're always about 2 weeks behind everybody. You should know this, Tracy, from fucking when we had the pandemic, for Christ's sake.
We're always 2 weeks behind, but then so we're 2 weeks behind and then they do the announcement and it's another 2 weeks before the actual thing happens. So in the meantime, we've had a month of people walking around. Steve says, I just tested myself from a brand new batch that came through the post yesterday. Positive. Could I have caught it a second time? You could have. You could have caught it.
But it might not have gone away.
Huh?
It might not have gone away.
Yeah. But also, it could be a different strain. And, especially being immunocompromised, I don't think I know people personally, but I've heard of people who have caught it and then a negative and then caught it again. I know.
If you've got no symptoms, you're asymptomatic then, which means you're a carrier, but it's not affecting you.
Yeah, knock me off my feet over Christmas, yeah.
Or it may be that you've recovered from the initial one and you've got long COVID.
But long COVID won't be. Yeah, long COVID is just the condition.
He might still not have the symptoms with long COVID, not necessarily have, so he's asymptomatic.
I've heard of people actually testing positive. It's not a lot of people, but there are a small amount of people who test positive for months, and some of them are still infectious for months. So, yeah, you can test positive for up to 21 days for certain strains. When I had it, I tested regularly with the home tests, and I ran out of tests before. After 3 weeks, I ran out of tests, and I was still testing as darkly positive at 3 weeks than I was at 3 days. So, and Minxie says, when I had it the first time, about 2 months later, I was really ill again, and the doctor said it could be a new strain. Yeah, it could be.
When I came back from Spain and had it, I think after 4 or 5 days, I was testing clear. So.
Yeah, I think it depends on your own immune system, but also what strain you catch. Because don't forget, we haven't just got one strain going around. We've got dozens, possibly different strains. It is. Oh yeah. Anyway, because they didn't have a side room, they didn't want to put me in general population. The X-ray I had today shows things are getting worse, and they said they cannot postpone it again. My right lung is completely deflated. Yeah, I picked that up from your Facebook and have been telling people here. But yeah. It really is impossible to know, yes, Minxie, but I bet you that if the ones that you send off the PCR tests that, I don't know if you still send them off anymore, but the ones that they can test to see what strain it is, which is annoying that they don't actually tell you which strain it is. Oh, by the way, you've got Omicron. I know we don't have to know, but it would be nice to know whether you've got Omicron or Delta or, whatever it is, so... But yeah, that's really frustrating that they didn't have a side room and didn't want, you know, and that you've had to be sent home again. I bet you're absolutely knackered. So, Miss
I
Mouse.
mean, COVID's on the rise again, but it's to be expected. It's the winter months.
Yeah.
And I think you're going to get this for years now, like the flu.
Yeah.
You're going to get ups and downs, like we do with the flu. So I think it's here. I think it's here to stay. To be fair, and it'll just go up and down. So
I don't think it'd be eradicated because the thing is, it's a coronavirus, and the common cold is a coronavirus, and we
so
don't.
it's flu.
No, flu is influenza. You've got the flu is influenza, and coronavirus is a different. From what I've my very basic knowledge from what I've learned during the pandemic, the common cold is a coronavirus, and so is COVID. But COVID is the new one, and what's going to happen is it's going to morph into the common cold. So we won't get a vaccine against it because we haven't got one for the common cold yet. So I'll demand that nurse gives me an arse test at least 5 times. Hey, it was Big George again, was it?
Pump it up, pump it up.
Hello, Millie. Millie. Is she looking at me? I can't work it out, or is she eating? Oh no, that's her arse I'm looking at. She's winking at me. Oh no.
No, you've had it.
I tell you, when the one with the large ass bob. I tell you, Minxie, when I had COVID, I had COVID just before I started doing the streaming with Steve, and Steve, because I would come on and type, type in chat, and he'd be saying, when are you going to come on the stream? When are you going to come live on stream? And I couldn't have, because you know what it's like when your voice is like that. I'd have been sitting here like this, and you wouldn't have been able to hear me, and I was coughing everywhere. So I waited until it recovered a bit and come back a bit, and then I was able to sit here with my dulcet tones and blow everyone's eardrums out. Best Pal says, guys, did you know you have to take a test to apply to work at Asda? Yes, because I've worked in various... oh, Millie! Sorry, I can see she's not being hidden by the green screen this time. I've worked in various retail establishments, and you have to take a test for each one. It's usually basic numeracy and literacy. I don't know if there's any more now, but it basically they want to see that you have a certain level of English and education, intelligence, common sense. I don't know. Oh yeah, no, Minxie. No, yeah, but that's. I think it's fair enough, because you want people who have got just the basics of being able to do numeracy and literacy. I've had to take a test every single time I went for a retail job. So, on the subject of that, actually, because I wrote this down, Rishi Sunak today in his big old speech, I don't know what he was talking about, but one of the things he was talking about was he wants every child to continue maths to age 18. 18? Genuinely, you guys, have you actually ever used anything in your life from your maths, your secondary school maths, your high school maths? Like, Pythagoras and algebra and stuff like that. Have you actually ever used long division?
No.
Really? Yeah, exactly. Not maths. We carry a calculator nowadays.
You do on your phone. I think everybody's got most people have got a phone nowadays. You've got a calculator on your phone.
Yeah. Best Pal says I don't even have a maths GCSE. Neither do I. Best Pal.
I've got no GCSEs at all. I'm thick as 2 short fucking blanks.
No, maths has changed. I've got a BA degree in math. Yes, we all do, but we don't realise we do have a calculator, I guess. Yeah, but what's gonna? If I had been forced to take maths until I was 18, I would have dropped out of school even sooner. I dropped out of school, which is why I left with no GCSEs. I went back and got a couple. I didn't go back to school. I went to college, and that was way better. But being forced to continue maths until then, I mean, what people, not every child is made to be academic, and we've spoken about this before. Not every child is supposed to be academic. Some children are supposed to be practical. Some children are supposed to be, or they call it vocational, like plumbers and stuff like this. Yes, of course, you need a certain degree of being.
You need maths to be a plumber.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, but
it's no good trying to fit a 15 mil pipe to a 22 mil connection. So you've got to know what it's. Yeah. But I mean, that's basic math. You don't need to know the fucking Pythagoras' fucking theorem to bloody be a plumber or a carpenter, do you?
Exactly. And this is the thing. And also, if you're, if you to be a plumber or carpenter or whatever, you've got to have a certain amount of intelligence, of basic numeracy and literacy and everything like that, and also the ability to learn, sort of on the job. So you. I
mean, I left school with no qualification. I found I learned more about mathematics by actually in the practical world by doing things.
Precisely.
Even simple things like budgeting, for your household and whatever.
Which they don't teach at school.
Well, I think they should. I would bring back home economics and things like that, into schools rather than all this fucking shit that they keep trying to.
Home economics at school for GCSE or at that level, high school, secondary school. Home economics sounds like it should be economics, but it wasn't. It was
just cooking, wasn't it?
Really basic cookery.
Cooking and sewing, wasn't it?
We didn't even do sewing.
But what I'm saying is that they could put budgeting into that sort of.
It should be
of lesson. You know what I mean?
It should be. I totally agree. Home economics should be about budgeting, tax returns. All the stuff that you're going to, how to open a bank account, all the stuff you're going to need in life. I mean, whether or not you do that in home ec or whether it's the PC, the personal thingy, whatever it is, I can't remember what they call it now. It doesn't matter. It needs to be taught in school. All this kind of stuff needs to be taught in school. We don't have to do it so much now, but even things like wiring a plug, loads of people don't know how to do that. That should be in home ec, not in tech, whatever it is. So hold on. So Minxie says, exactly, some kids have amazing skills in other areas, focus on their strengths instead of forcing them to be the same. Exactly.
Yeah.
Best Pal says, I looked at this A+D shit and I'm like, what the fuck? Do you know what? I was really good at algebra. I didn't understand it, but I was really good at it.
I could never do it, no.
A+B.
And you're right, Minxie. Teach life skills so kids that aren't 18 and are unable to survive. Yeah. Exactly that. Yeah. That's what they need, life skills. I mean, now. And then you wouldn't have all the namby-pambies we got now.
Yeah. Steve says he left with a shitload. I presume he means O levels rather than COVID tests.
He would do. Probably fucking talked him into it, didn't he?
Steve's going to change the subject for a mo because he's going to bed soon.
We're not letting you. We're in charge. Shut up and sit there and be quiet.
Get your echo on, Mickey. Steve is speaking.
Sit down and be quiet.
Monday is the first possible day I'll be coming home. Yep. Guessed that. Will you play your class as a viewer now yet? Actually, no. We're not classing him as a viewer because we don't tell the rest of the viewers to shut up and sit down.
Well, not unless the name's Best Pal.
Oh yeah. There goes Mick's attitude again.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Yeah, so go on. I'm sure he's
attitude. I don't have an attitude.
Yeah, no, I guessed that. So basically, we won't be able to. We were supposed to be moving to YouTube on Saturday, which obviously is not going to happen because I've only got the key for this. So what we'll do Saturday is Twitch, and then Monday, absolutely fine. I've worked out how to do it. The one thing that I will try to do is work out how to do this with Skype. I can't promise anything because yeah, I couldn't find the box for the bloody stream key the other earlier. But I've always been classed. It's Tracy with the attitude. No, I've got the altitude. It's the altitude. I'm 20 odd floors up in the sky. I have the altitude. But Tish. Mickey's usually the quiet one. Yeah, that's because I talk over him all the time.
Yeah, I can't get a word in edgeways. That's what it is. They're normally saying I'm falling asleep, but it's not. It's just between the two of them. It's quite difficult to get a word in edgeways. As you can see this evening, I've been more proactive. So yeah.
Wait, if I throw a 1p coin out the window, would it kill someone? If I throw, no, it wouldn't, because that's a myth. A penny is still the weight of a penny, however far it drops. It doesn't get heavier. So it might go boink on someone's head and you go, what? But it wouldn't. Because it was the old thing of if you threw a penny off of the Blackpool Tower, it would kill someone, and no, it wouldn't, because it doesn't get heavier. Not if you live in the basement.
Well, if you threw a ton of feathers or a ton of coal out of your window, which would land first?
Both of them, because they're both still a ton. And Best House says it speeds up. It doesn't speed up because it doesn't get heavier.
It can't go any faster than fucking terminal velocity. So
yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah.
If somehow the penny going out of the window meant that it got heavier as it it drew all the sort of like.
Don't worry, Trace. It's best pal. One day the penny will drop,
and you'll be knocked out.
Oh dear.
It's about velocity. The weight stays.
Yeah, the weight stays the same. Yeah.
What about pound coin? Yeah, it does.
It's still the same. Now, if you dropped a telly out the window, that might be fucking different.
This is true. Exactly. It depends on the weight of the thing coming out of the window in the first place. I mean, yeah, if you dropped the telly out the window, if you dropped something heavy enough that...
I'm not saying it wouldn't hurt if you dropped a penny, because it probably would. But
yeah, you doink.
Kill you.
Yeah. 24 feet per second. Oh, you mean that's how quick the penny would drop?
Yeah, the terminal velocity is 24 feet per second. That's terminal velocity.
That's how quick the penny would drop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Terminal velocity, thank you. You can shoot fireworks out your flat window, though you're high enough. Yes, but I wouldn't be silly enough to do that because I might set fire to my block of flats. I wouldn't do that, though.
Talking about your block of flats, Trace, I
yes.
mean, it's got absolutely nothing to do with what we're talking about in a minute. Did yours have this cladding on?
Hang on a sec. Tate Taylor, hello, how are you?
Hello, Taylor. Tate Taylor, hello.
How are you doing? Welcome. Happy 2023. No, we've got no cladding on the outside of ours, and we've got 2 fire escapes, and they're not enclosed. They've got grills rather than windows, so ours is quite a pretty safe one when it comes to fire regs. So.
Yeah, no, I was just asking because, well, we know what happened a few years back there, and
yes, no, exactly. I could see that out of the. I went because what happened was with that, I'd fallen asleep because it was night time, obviously, and I woke up. I'd fallen asleep with the radio on, and when I woke up about 4 o'clock in the morning, or so, and Steve Allen on LBC was just taking over and saying, "Yeah, we'll keep you updated with the awful events that are unfolding in." I can't remember where it was, Shepherd's Bush. You know what I mean? Wherever it is.
Yeah.
And I thought, what's going on? So I flicked over to BBC, and obviously that awful hell site. When I say hell, like the site of hell. And I thought, Jesus Christ, where is this? So I looked out of all my windows because I've got 2 aspects. Then I went and looked out by the lift, and then I went and looked out at the far end with the fire escape and through the grill, and it was awful. You imagine it was dawn was just about to break, so it wasn't quite dark sky, and this bright orange, honestly, was like nothing like you would see that you'd seen on a horror film. It was just this bright orange burning glowing thing, and I thought, shit. And then obviously I came back in and watched the TV and seeing people trapped and that. So awful. Yes, yeah. Thank you, Minxie. Yeah, it was truly awful. Reading down. I'm glad I don't live in your block of flats. Then what? Well, because I'm not shooting fireworks out the window. You miss it. Oh. And the shard obscures Battersea from the hospital. I don't think it does. I'm not sure. I've looked on the map. I think you should try it again. How long will you be in, Steve? Steve should be in, I think, 5 days, if all goes well. And if it all goes really well, he might be out sooner. Yes, it is. Thank you, Minxie. It is a lot safer. Obviously, there was a bit of freak out as to shit. This happened in a tower block, but then obviously, you know, when you look at the facts, we have no cladding on the outside at all. And sometimes it's so cold in here, I don't think you've got much cladding on the inside either. So, Best Pal says, I actually remember waking up at like 4 a.m. seeing this tower burn down on Sky News and that. Yeah, exactly. That's it. Yeah, exactly. And Steve has confirmed that it is 5 days that he's in. So, fingers crossed for a speedy recovery, so he can get back here and annoy us and you in equal measures. So.
Another Christmas present.
Oh, higher. Yep. Oh, what is that?
It's an Echo show.
Oh.
It's an Amazon Echo show. Yeah.
And what do you do with that? Is it like a?
It's like when you hear Woody's bloody
Alexa.
Yeah, that's what this is.
What do you have to
But
say?
I've got it turned off.
Oh, I was going to say, what do you have to activate it? Oh, was Steve?
But this has got a camera on, so.
Steve, were you here when Mickey was showing his Christmas presents? Because he's got a new chair.
I have got a new chair.
It doesn't make a load of fucking noise when he sits on it. It doesn't bite him on the bollocks.
I quite enjoy being bitten on the bollocks, to be fair, Tracy.
Way, it's that time of night. What with that and the ball gag chat the other day, whether you're top or bottom. Mickey looking like some kind of 60s gangster if you put him in a suit with that cigarette. Yeah, and a hat, you know.
And my little cup warmer.
Oh yeah, no, that's so
My
brilliant.
little cup warmer. Absolutely super little thing. Keeps the tea warm.
That's
Exactly, Minxie. Who doesn't like a little nibble on the nuts? Huh?
Yeah.
Exactly there.
Mickey, Tracy beat you down there. That I would have a bit of a job seeing as we're in completely separate counties, but
About 110 miles apart. I mean, I know Tracy's got a bit of a mouth, but even that wouldn't reach that far, for Christ's sake. No.
Dear, oh dear. Steve says, I don't enjoy my cock being touched at all. Full stop. I've got Thrush thanks to the antibiotics. It's red and itches like hell. And Best Pal, she was hungry afterwards. That came at a good time. Have you put any of the pile cream on it, like I said? Oh, we're hydrating. Thank you, Best Pal. Because seriously, dip it in yogurt will help with the symptoms and the actual thing that's happening.
Yeah, it's got to be natural live yogurt, though. It's none of your fucking ski shit.
Can you imagine? Like, I've got this new red lumpy sore bit. Oh no, it's just a bit of strawberry. What a piece petit filou or a muller corner with the little ball.
Hang on, what's these blue bits? It's a blue waffle.
Oh! I couldn't find yogurt, so I dipped it in a cow. Guys don't dehydrate. He told us, Best Pal redeemed hydrate and then told us not to. Oh, don't dehydrate. Sorry, right. Yeah, we're not dehydrating. Thank you. When I've got this in my mouth, I can mix it.
You don't want to dip it in a muller corner anyway, Minx. You got all them crunchy balls in the corner.
Steve says he couldn't find yogurt, so he dipped it in a cow. So we need to know what the cow's name is. Yes, Yoghurt.
Probably the nurse who didn't have a mask on.
Question, Steve. What? Yay, we've actually got a question, and it's from one of us.
Well, we got a question.
Yeah, a question. I managed to evade Thrush this time in the event. When I have dipped it in yogurt, do I put the yogurt back in the fridge for the wife's breakfast? Minxie was still envisaging Woody in a nappy. Oh, third Friday every month. Right, yeah. Adding that to the calendar. Best Pal says the kids that hang around my area thinks wearing a mask makes them untouchable. They're actually wearing a mask. Nobody's wearing a mask around here apart from me. Steve says, shh, I've scored. Yeah. Can everybody leave, please? I just need to go and have sex with myself. That was funny, that was. I love wearing a mask. It means everyone ignores me. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I get rather intrigued. I want to see what's behind that mask.
There we go. What, Best Pal's ski mask?
They walk round here with the hoods up, like bandanas around the face, think they're fucking something out of I don't know what.
Minxie's interested now as well when we mentioned ski masks. Do you know what? That's setting my teeth on edge because the thought of licking the cotton, you know, like the wadding, is like chewing a dry cotton ball. Oh. Cotton wool. That's where I was going with that. Licking a nappy is not one of them. Yes. Stop kink shaming, Minxie. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh. Or pulling out a dry tampon. Ooh. Yes, nappy thrush.
What?
What? Pulling out a dry tampon.
Oh my God, Tracy.
I was saying what sets my teeth on edge. Me and my sister have always had this thing that when something makes you cringe, like your teeth cringe, it's like pulling out a dry tampon, and it's that feeling. It's
I wouldn't know.
Minxie agrees. Steve reckons he's far too young for this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Best House says, what the fuck did I just start? Minxie, it's like that feeling when you push your belly button in hard. I don't get that feeling, to be honest. I don't. I think I know what you mean, and I've had people say that that's a cringe feeling, but I think I would, if I pushed. My worry is that if I push too hard, it'll burst. I find it I find it funny stroke annoying when I find bits of French bread crust in there.
Well, in your belly button? How the fuck do you get bread crust in your belly button?
I mean like the crumbs, I don't mean a whole crust.
Huh? Fucking hell. Fucking slice of bread in your belly button. What size belly button have you got, for Christ's sake?
Slice of bread. It's my lunchbox. Minxie says, Tracy, you'll understand. Taking a bath and finding all the bits of food from the day fall. Yes. And when it hits a hard, you know, like a floor that you've got no carpet on, it's like rain, isn't it? Oh, Minxie, sorry, Best House says, what the fuck, you store food down that part? No, what, in the bra? You can't help it. When you're wearing a bra and you eat and bits of food fall down, like if you don't have your collar up to there, it just gets caught in the bra. If we didn't have the bra, it would just fall straight through. But it gets caught in the bra, and then you take the bra off at the end of the day, and all the food falls out.
Huh?
Oh, good night, Steve. Seriously.
Night, mate. All the best for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hope it goes well, mate.
I hope they actually do it. That's the main thing. And we'll keep an eye on your on the Discord and on your forum and on Facebook or whatever for all the updates and stuff. So everyone, Steve is off. He's got his operation tomorrow, so we wish him all the well.
Yeah.
All the well, all the best.
Hoping all goes well. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
And we'll see you soon.
Can you guess how many fingers I'm waving at you, Mickey?
Hang on, let me think. That was my Christmas finger.
Oh dear. Best pal says, Minxie, you wouldn't feel it. I feel
Night, mate.
if I
Take
got loads
care.
of crumbs. Good night,
soon.
Steve. You wouldn't feel it if I feel I got loads of crumbs. Best pals. Best pal's clearly on something that I'm not drinking. Tracy, go on then, best pal. Can you explain something for me? He says. See, we're here to answer any of your questions. Steve just said, for fuck's sake, I just waved at you two. I'm losing the plot.
Oh, dear.
No, best pal, no, I can't, because clearly I'm a girl and I have not got a fucking clue. I'm not going into that one again, honestly.
It means that you can score directly from the kick, basically. It hasn't got to touch another player.
Yeah, I know that. But I wasn't going to explain it because best pal just thinks it's hilarious. No, see, I'm not doing that one either. Best pal is bullying me now because Steve's not here.
That's all right. We'll just ban him for the night.
Best pal's bullying me in lieu of Steve. That's what it is. Because Steve's not here to do it. Oh, thank you, Minxie. Yes, it was from that place that none of us can get right in pronouncing it. So it's either Shein, Shine, Shen, Shein, Shein.
I just call it Shein.
I was calling it. Oh, that Shein is another one. I was calling it Shein, I think. I can't remember now. Yeah, it's a little jointed skeleton. And the reason a skelly bones. Look, it's jointed. So, and the reason I got it was when I was probably early 20s. Do you remember it was all the rage to have things on like black leather thongs around your neck?
Yeah.
Little pendants and things.
Why still wears one of them?
There you go. And
a black leather thong.
Oh. And I had one that was jointed. It was on a black leather necklace, and it was jointed. And I think at some point, he just became detached and broken or whatever. And when I saw this on the website, I was like, oh my god, I used to have one of those. So yeah, lovely.
Fish fillet, cookies and cream ice cream.
Yes.
What?
Yes, exactly. I mean, now I get that fish is probably quite nice with a creamy thing, you know, because that's why tartar sauce and whatever. But cookies and cream ice cream. Ooh. Hang on a minute. What's best part? Have you found it, Minxie? Because I saw that you did the thingy. Oh yes, you found it. Thank you. Well, fish and a cream. Yes. It's that time of night. Everything becomes pornographic. Yeah. It's weird. It's weird. Fish and a creamy thing, yes, but not ice cream. It's bit of
tartar sauce on fish. I like a bit of tartar sauce on fish.
Yeah.
Although I don't like it on battered fish. I only like it on breadcrumb fish. Or am I strange?
No. I really
like curry sauce on me battered fish.
you like curry sauce? Did you just say?
Curry sauce, yeah, from the chip shop on me fish. Weird.
No, no, I'm only joking. Hang on a minute. Best pal says last time I went on them Chinese websites like Shein, they were doing mystery boxes. I brought, and no jokes, it had a vibrator inside. Ooh, well done. Happy wife.
Happy wife, happy life.
Yeah, exactly. Minxie says no, I don't think I want ice cream with my fish.
No.
But yeah, like I put in there, I think I'll stick to just putting pineapple on pizza. Thanks. I mean, that's as adventurous as I get with that. I get when people get their chips, like the McDonald's fries, and they dip it in the milkshake. I kind of get that because it's the sweet and savoury. But to actually put ice cream in a bun with your fish, and eat that. No, that's just too much. I put the happy spouse, happy house. Yeah. Best part says I put the vibrator in the bin. I didn't give it to my wife. You could have had so much fun. And you know those times that you're really, really knackered, and she says, "Go on, I want sex." You go, "No, I'm really knackered. I've been working hard." She go, "Oh, go on," and you have to muster up a sort of 30 seconds of energy. That's what vibrators are for. You can roll over and fall asleep, and she can buzz away to her heart's content. Exactly, Minxie.
The buzzing keeps me awake. She can go in the other fucking.
You need to get the
room.
silent ones. A vibrator is your teammate, not your energy. Exactly.
Enemy.
Minxie, yes, lies, and it's from the patriarchy. You know what I mean. It's the misogyny. Patriarchy, like.
Oh, trust me, I know they are.
Oh no, I'm just saying, yeah, but I'm saying that the general thing is that women don't want it, and yes, women do go through phases where they're too tired. You know, they might have just had a baby, or they've got toddlers, or going through the menopause, whatever. But just the idea that men are more have a higher libido and therefore have to have sex more is wrong. Is rubbish. Mickey did agree, but I talked over him like I normally do.
Although, to be fair, I mean, I'm 66 now. I'm starting to slow down a bit. She's 10 years younger. So there's getting to be a bit of a mismatch there. So it's not as frequent as it used to be, but it's still going on.
Yeah, exactly. And again, going back to the toys talk, that's what toys and stuff are for. It's to, not just for that, but I'm just saying when one of you's too tired or too ill or whatever.
Me, I don't fucking spend money on a fucking vibrator. I bought her a washing machine so you can sit on that. Put it on a spin cycle.
She'd have to angle the corner like really well though.
Sit on that and put it on a spin cycle. She'll be all right.
Best pal says we just come home from work and too tired to do it. It sounds like you're
exactly, Minxie. You have to make the time. Put aside time.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Intimacy doesn't need to be sexual though. But
the problem me and the wife had for the past 10 years is the fact that she's working all day and I'm working. I used to be working all night.
Yeah.
So she'd literally be getting out of bed as I'm walking through the door in the morning. So, and you're right. Intimacy doesn't need to be sexual. It can be close. Closeness is important. I mean, we've been together, it'll be 39 years in March. So in February the 14th, Valentine's Day, that'll be 39 years. So, yeah. And it ain't always about the sex.
Yeah. It's like the cherry on the cake, isn't it? And
I don't like cherries.
Oh, strawberries?
Well, I like fresh cherries, but not them glassy ones they put on a fucking cake.
Oh, well, just a de-stoned fresh one then. Minxie says, I think men can have lulls in it too. Yes, they can. Illness, tiredness, medication. I mean, one of the biggest things is certain medications can render guys impotent or
what I'm finding now with my COPD is shortness of breath.
There you go. So
you know what I mean?
Just get into your stride and then you're gasping for air.
Wheezing. Yeah. I'll just have to lay back and let her climb on.
Yay. Best part says we do get cozy on the sofa and watch TV. Well, that's good. Yeah, medication really can cause problems. Yeah, exactly. And and it's not even necessarily the ones that you would think. Because certain blood pressure medications can cause a problem. Psychiatric medications, for depression and things, they can cause problems. It's just bonkers. Yeah, energy levels and just momentum. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, and it can. That's true. And again, what can happen is that if it can be difficult mentally for men when that happens, and then that itself causes a problem because it becomes if it's an issue, it becomes a big issue, and then what's the point in even starting when I can't do that, and or it's going to end prematurely because of the opposite problem. So Best Bell says, on my days off, most of the time I'm always going to football or rugby. Yeah, and this is the thing, you're getting your testosterone out.
You should not go to football one day. Spend it with your wife. It ain't got to be in bed. You just go out for a walk, hold hands, have a cuddle, go and have a bite to eat.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like I said, it's you're using your testosterone in the on the field, and you're using your energy as well. So basically, you're on your days off, you're using the stuff that you would be using in bed anyway. So
take it to football, go to the park, go anywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to be fucking football.
Minxie says, once you lose your confidence, you don't initiate, which in turn makes a female partner feel unwanted. It's complex. Yeah, exactly.
Correct. And which is, I mean, like I said, Donna's 10 years younger than me, so 66. I mean, how could I put that? You're starting to slow down sexually. So it's longer between when you feel like it, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I can understand that. Yeah. But I mean, yeah, exactly. We talk about it, and we know. We used to go out for a meal every Thursday night, and we'd take it in turns. This was before COVID. Since COVID, we haven't done it. But Thursday used to be, I'd be off work on a Thursday. That's her day off on a Thursday. So we'd take it in turns to pick to a restaurant where we were going, and we wouldn't tell each other where we were going. We'd book the taxi, tell the taxi where to take us. And it weren't until we arrived that we knew. And we'd have a meal and a bottle of wine and sit there and have a chat about how things have been going over the week. Any sort of little problems we had, and that's what we used to do. It's something I want to get started up again, but like I say, since COVID, we haven't done it, and it's something I want to get back to doing. It's just a random thing. Like I say, she'd pick one week where we were going, I'd pick the next week where we were going. Wouldn't tell each other.
Yeah, see, look, Minxie's agreeing. I love that idea. I do. I love that idea. I like the fact that you're actually doing like a proper date where you're going out somewhere and you don't necessarily know where you're going. I think that's brilliant.
It was fun.
Yeah.
The only thing is, I booked this restaurant one night, not knowing it was a fish restaurant. And that's all they did was fish.
Right.
I was not keen on fish.
But
we had a laugh about it.
So it was can you make her an omelette?
And then I one year, I was going back a few, I booked Valentine's Day, which is like our anniversary. It was the first night we ever went out for each other, was on a Valentine's Day. I booked a meal at this hotel, and we turned up. And they didn't have the main menu. They only had this Valentine's menu. And there's only 3 items on it. And neither her or I liked anything that was on the menu. Anyway, we said, no, thanks. Off we go. I rang a taxi, and they are doing roadworks outside this hotel. And the taxi said, taxi firm said, we can't get a taxi to you. The road's closed. I said, the road's not closed. I said, I'm stood outside there now and the road is open. He said, well, my driver's told me that the road's closed, so enjoy your fucking walk, and put the phone down on me.
Fucking hell.
So anyway, I phoned it.
Go on. What happened? Did you walk?
I found another taxi firm. We went to a different restaurant, had a nice meal, walked into town, went to a couple of pubs, ended up in a nightclub, had a fantastic night in the end, but it just started off as a bit of a fucking disaster. After I booked a table, I booked the wine, flowers on the table, and there was fuck all that either of us wanted to eat on this menu. So, well, there we go.
What's wrong with the nightclub, Minxie?
I think she's probably going.
I'm talking about 10 years ago. I was only in my 50s then. What's wrong with that? But yeah, this taxi firm, the guy on the phone his exact words were me, enjoy your fucking walk. And that was it. Huh?
Jesus.
I did complain, and
Yeah.
I did complain to the firm the following day. I don't know whether they did anything about it, but
Awful.
to this day, I don't use that taxi firm. To this day, I don't use it.
I would not be.
I'm not giving them the money, you know. What's wrong with 50-year-old being in a nightclub?
He was 56, actually.
56. What's wrong with that? You think when you get past fucking 30, you shouldn't be going out late at night? Good, innit?
Minxie, you're not missing anything.
You're not. I mean, I used to go to nightclubs when we were younger because Donna likes to dance. I hate fucking dancing. I can't do it. So she'd be dancing, I'd be propping the bar up. You know, always stayed inside, so I knew that she was safe and that. And I'd just stand there. She could have a dance, and that's it.
Yeah.
You know, oh fucking hell! The old before your time, 30 is sit in a bloody pub. No. Age is a number.
I went to a
now, to be fair, I'm 66 now. I wouldn't dream of going in a nightclub now. Although there is one place that has on a Thursday night they do an 80s night, which is fine.
Excellent. I love that. I love the 80s. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, that's for people of our era, like, you know. Still get a few of the youngsters in there.
I went to a nightclub once, and it was, you know, when you've been somewhere and you want to go on. It's not so difficult now because they have later licenses with pubs and restaurants. But nowadays, but back then, so I'm going back more than 25 years. It was like everything stopped at 11, and if you wanted more drink, you went to a nightclub.
And that's the era I'm talking about, Trey.
Yeah.
Pubs would shut 11. Nightclub was shut between 1 and 2. Now they're open till about fucking 6 in the morning.
We went into this nightclub because it was my ex-partner's works do. So, and I was out with them, and so we all bowled up to this nightclub. And it was 15 quid to get in, each. So this is, like I said, more than 25 years ago. So that was expensive, in the middle of London, obviously. Then it was some extortionate price for drinks. So all we did was have one drink in there, and it was just like people. It was loud and people dancing, and it was just a bit poncy. And I just no. I've always liked a pub, always since I started going.
See now, Minxie, I love music in the pub. So do I.
Yeah.
But I also like karaoke in the pub nowadays.
Oh yeah.
I have a little sing. I have a few pints and then I have a little sing. Absolutely crap. But so's everybody else, so it don't really make any difference, does it? Huh. But you can have a good crack. I love it. It's you know, you haven't got to be a good singer. It's just a crack. It's absolutely fun.
Best pal says I hate nightclubs.
I'd rather do that now than go to a nightclub.
Yeah. Well, it's more fun, and you can talk. And Best pal says I hate nightclubs. You lock eyes with someone, and they start on you. I can tell you that in all the times, I mean, I've not been, like I said, I've been in nightclub once, but in all the times that I've been out and been around people who are pissed and off their faces and stuff, nobody's ever started on me. So I think am I doing this wrong? Are we supposed to be?
Well, in my 20s and 30s, I had a few scrapes in clubs and that, but
is this
the thing is, back then you'd have a punch up, and the next week you'd be best mates drinking at the bar together. That's how it was.
He's saying if you lock eyes with someone, and honestly, I've
locked eyes with never that.
Yeah.
No.
It's this new generation. I don't know. Hang on, you're younger than my daughters, and actually, my daughter's partner is, he's late 20s now.
Yeah, my daughter's in the mid 30s.
Yeah. I was just trying to think, and I don't know anybody who ends up in a fight. I've just realised we've hit 12. I was
going to say, Annie, it's time to wrap up. I think Trace for me.
Yeah. Guys, thank you so much for being with us.
We've been 2 hours 20 minutes?
Yeah, exactly. So thank you so much for being with us on our first back in 2023. Happy New Year.
Yes. been enjoyable.
Thank you, Minxie. Lovely to see everybody again. It's just like, wow. Well, yeah, we're back on Saturday night from
Saturday.
8:30, and all being well, hopefully Steve will be able to join us from his hospital bed, not necessarily on screen, but in the chat box. And so yeah, Happy New Year. Thank you guys, and see you again.
Yeah, Happy New Year. Stay safe. Keep your family safe. See you Saturday.